Hey everyone, so it's sorta day 2 working on the bus. Julie's with me today, she was with me last night. We haven't done a lot of work on it, but I talked about the seats in the last vlog, and that's still our main deal right now, as well as put the rear lock on, because these doors, as I said, they don't open from the outside at all. You got to be inside. Sally's also with us, so if you hear jingling, that's what it is. We got some safety glass or safety razor blade scrapers. Let me see if I got one. It's right here. It's called a safety glass scraper from Walmart, but they're just razor blade scrapers. These work great for taking the stickers off. I got that locked up there, so.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find a sticker so you can see.
Oh, you can look on the side here with the shape of transportation.
Okay. Just so you can see what it's like. We run into a couple issues with the seats and a couple issues with the lock. So you want to take one of those?
Yeah.
You can see how well these work. She tried using a putty knife first, and I said, why don't you use this? That's what we bought it for. And they just come right off. That's same goes for all the reflective material. We got to take that off before we paint it. We're still working on getting a gas cap. I called I don't know, O'Reilly. I called Advanced Auto. I called semi-truck repair place, and nobody's got them for 2-inch threads. Before I talk about the seats again, I made this yesterday, which is I think going to help a lot. This is just 1x4 and 2x4s. All these I salvaged from shipping pack. I don't know what the term is, but when sheet metal and roofing metal and all that is packed together to be shipped on a flatbed to customer, they use wood. And I got all these, I don't know how long they're, I think 2 feet 2x4s that were part of the packaging. They're just gonna be thrown away, so I said let me take them. And then these 1x4s are just scrap from the parents' place. And I just use 2.5-inch construction screws, 3 on each side, and these are standard staircases. They go up 45 degrees and 8 inches for the stair steps. And then I put these floor level pieces so it's not slipping back. So it's not a ladder, it's now a staircase essentially. It works great. Sally can actually use it. Sally, come on. Up. Yep, just like that. It took her a second, 1 or 2 tries to figure out that she could do it. She was uncomfortable with how narrow they are. But she's been enjoying the bus more. So the issue with the seats, we got 1 seat out. I don't know, it probably took us close to an hour. Come on, down. Good girl. So here you go. That's our hole. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7 bolts. I'll take a look under here. I got my glove on, but so there were 2 of the bolt holes. There was a bolt hole, and there's another one that was on the bottom. We had a lot of issue with that one on the bottom because it was so rusted. Well, first off, I think they over torqued it, so it sucked in the metal just a little bit. And then it was so rusted that we couldn't get a wrench on it. So I was in the top here with the impact driver with 3/8 adapter, socket adapter, and then a 1/2-inch impact socket. And that was a actual kit I got for $7 or $8 from Menards. And you know, it would turn up here, but then you need somebody underneath with a solid 1/2-inch wrench to hold the nut. And we couldn't get the wrench on there because of the rust. And then when we, let's see, we tried a deep wall socket on there, and we tried a crescent wrench, and then finally tried a little pair of curved locking jaw pliers. That got on, it stayed on, but then it was so rusted it started stripping the nut. So then finally I was like, okay, I can't think of anything else, so took a 1/4 inch drill bit, cheap drill bit, and I drilled down the top of the bolt. And you can see how thick these bolts are. I mean, it took a while. I had to stop. I had to try and resharpen it, which didn't really help. And eventually got it enough that probably about 15 swings of my 20-ounce hammer finally broke off. I was so happy when it broke off.